Hello and welcome to ISIS, another classic game here, and this one could be famous in some circles. I know at least the people in this game definitely remember this one. So we got Gowerly and Remy. Razsammy, I'm pretty sure that's Remy. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Playing Aeon and Cybran. Gowerly, of course, really good commentator for the game. I think he's involved with StarCraft currently, but every now and then he makes an appearance. Definitely always welcome back. Liverpool, Tag Liverpool, very good player. Together with Tag Pebble, Aeon and UEF, definitely the best combination. Cybran, I don't know if that's the best choice for this map. Usually on a turtle map like this, Ion and UEF, not Ion, Aeon. A very good choice. We can see here Gowerly going out with a very early engineer going to the choke point. See the plan here, steal a bunch of mass. He's going to run into Liverpool's very aggressive ACU. Did not sit back to finish the Hydra. That's always kind of the choice to make when you're playing ISIS. How quickly do you run with the ACU? And one thing I've noticed, somebody like Rock always sends out a scout to look for something like an early engine like this scout. And light assault bot. We see light assault bots from Gowerly as well. On the other side, it looks like Remy with the exact same situation. He's got a scout, a couple flares, and the scout is going to spot Pebble's ACU moving in. So both Pebble, Liverpool, basically the standard builds, aggressive ACUs to the choke point, try to get all the early mass. We did see both Remy and over here Gowerly stealing a little bit of this mass. And you can see Imba, I am Imba Liverpool, saying is too good on this map. And he is very good on ISIS. So you can see after first 3 minutes, total domination. Although this Remy still being sneaky, stealing a little bit of that mass. No scout for Pebble, so he's not aware that he's being robbed. But in any case, he got most of the mass here after 4 minutes. Pebble has got 2,800, Liverpool 31,000, Remy 1,600, and Gowerly also 1,400. So nearly double the mass. And by the left side, of course, keeping the ACU back means you get a lot more build capacity. And actually, Gowerly, quick upgrade to Tech 2 with the ACU. I don't know if I agree with that. It's better to upgrade a factory in general. Actually, Remy also getting an upgrade. So both ACUs upgrading. A lot of power here for Pebble. This is huge power spam, which means he can really utilize that mass that he just got. Multiple upgrades. He already got a couple Tech 2 mass extractors, getting a couple more, and nice air as well for Pebble. Liverpool, very similar, not as much power, but he does have Tech 2 land. Mongoose, I have to agree with the Liverpool, the only player upgrading a factory. Actually not, Tech 2 air factory. So the left side, more mass and choosing to upgrade factories instead of the ACUs. Actually, Gowerly here, it looks like he didn't get Tech 2, he got the gun. And early air domination by Pebble. Total air domination over Remy. See anti-air being constructed. Remy with Tech 2 is going to get Tech 2 power, he's going to start it. Where's Angie to come in? Mongoose coming out for Liverpool. Should be able to dominate the bottom side, absolutely nothing against them. Although now we do see Tech 2 land from Gowerly as well. So Hoplites versus Mongoose, very conservative Liverpool. Total scouting here by Pebble, although he did not make the push for these two mass extractors, and that's because there is a point defense, although Mongoose outranged the point defense. This battle goes straight to Tech 2 land. 2 versus 1, the Hoplite doesn't even get a shot. And on top we see Gowerly with the shield and the gun. Going to push against Pebble. Pebble will retreat. And actually the gun plus stealth, very dangerous against an ACU, especially against Aeon, with the Auroras don't provide any stopping power at all. And Tech 2 flag for Gowerly in case something funny happens with air. But Tech 2 gunships for Pebble, take out the radar. So we're seeing, looks like Remy going straight Tech 2 air, Swift Winds, and Gowerly is in charge of taking care of the ground. He's got his ACU with some flak. On the other side he's got hoplites, but the hoplites have no radar, they're not shooting. but they are being shot at. Good scouting plus some shields. Now the shields of Mongoose dominate the hoplites unless the hoplites have a little stealth and a ridiculous micro. Hoplites have the longer range, but they can't utilize it without radar. And the radar, of course, now there is radar for Gowerly, but air fight continues with the Swift Winds taking back a little bit of the air. And Mercies, I just saw a whole bunch of Mercies that are being hidden off the map by Pebble. And rushing Tech 3 air by basically the whole right side. Gowerly sitting behind that Tech 2 flak, and we just saw that Tech 2 flak is not effective against Mercies. Swift Winds come in, and Gowerly actually went down to a few hundred health. One more Mercy and he would have been dead. And he's actually going to come back for more. He does have air support this time. Very dangerous by Gowerly. And Gowerly dies, but he has given his base. He's left Tech 3 land. And now there are restorers here coming up minute 11. So now Remy has double base. He's got a pretty decent eco. Not all the mass extractors at Tech 2, but Tech 3 land, Tech 3 air, cybran, aeon. Hoplites playing defense on the back. So you could say it was a victory, but with the give on ISIS, you can almost say it's an advantage. Gowerly did enough to protect this restore spam. And now the restorers are going to move in. They're going to dominate against Tech 2. This is 3599 restorer. We got to remember that. A ridiculous unit. Extremely good anti-air, extremely good health, extremely good against ground. The best unit in the game at 3599. And now it is moving in. Multiple resties moving into Pebble's base. Pebble's got a lot of power here. He's just Tech 2. He's got Tech 2 land. He's going to try to get some flak. The restorers will have to respect it. The only unit they respect is Tech 2 flak, and a whole bunch of ASF, and Tech 3 anti-air as well. But flak by far the best cost-effective unit against the restore. And now the Tech 2 mask structures for Pebble are going to disappear. More restorers coming in, all the build capacity into restorers. And once you get a whole bunch of them, it's really difficult to take them out, even with Tech 3 air. 4 mask structures lost, 5th about to be killed. More restorers coming in from Remy. And this is big problems now for Pebble. Pebble and Liverpool now with less eco. You can see absolutely no problems for Remy at his bases. Now this big Tech 1 power. Oh yeah, this is all going to die. Killing with impunity. 6, that's a lot of Tech 2 flak there. Restorers got to respect it. 6 Tech 2 mask structures lost. Now Remy is going to switch to attacking Liverpool's base. He is still Imba. He's got Tech 3 air. He's got 1 scout and some ASF. A whole bunch of Tech 1 onto air. And now it is Liverpool's turn to meet the restore. Actually saw one of those restorers die. Still 4 of them alive. And Tech 2 flag comes in and the restorers got to retreat. They take out 3 Tech 2 mask extractors, going for the 4th, but most likely won't get it. Tech 3 air for Liverpool finally puts an end, but another wave of restorers coming in. They're going to attack some of these ground units. Quite ridiculous. And there's also pretty nice Tech 3, Tech 1 plus an assault bot here. The Super Tech 3 from Cybran coming in. Restorers versus ASF. Restorers holding their own. And it's really, in numbers, restorers are ridiculous. So 2 waves of restorers, a lot of dead mask extractors for the left side team. Meanwhile, we see Remy has stopped the restore spam. He's got his ACU in the middle. Still Tech 2 is going to get a Tech 2 radar sitting under a shield. Total map control on his side. A little bit of reclaim available, and a Tech 3 force moving down the bottom. See if this Tech 3 force can do something. One thing we got to remember about these Alolas, of course, they're really nice TMDs as well. Looking at his base from Liverpool, he's rebuilding his mask extractor, going straight to Tech 2 using the ACU. Pebble sitting at just Tech 1, got some Tech 2 power, and going Tech 3 land. Whole bunch of Tech 2 flak here just in case more restorers come in. Scouting from Remy. Remy now, quick spider. This is a nice gift from Tech 3 Power. This is huge. Gowerly died in a perfect position, giving Tech 3 Power and a base to, or the Tech 3 factory and a base to Remy, and now Remy using these hoplites to attack, keeping the Tech 3 back, but he's got multiple bricks, 3 bricks and 6 lowest. You might think about actually attacking, but this is probably big enough force to defend. And now we got some ASF coming out for Remy. He's got plenty of power. Looks like he's paused his spider, nearly complete. I'm not really sure why. Still some Tech 1 mask extractors for Remy, so he's put quite a bit into that spider, which might give Pebble and Liverpool an advantage if they can defend against the spider. There is some Harbies, a whole bunch of Tech 2 and 2 ACUs. So the spider's definitely not going to be a game ender in this situation, but could be very dangerous, especially together with all this Tech 3. Perhaps a good move that Remy did not attack, throw away his units, waited for his spider to come in. A second spider started right away, and now maybe a bit attacking. These are still Tech 1, not being upgraded. Weak point here, as soon as Remy loses his air, and actually doesn't really have that much air, a drop here would be very nice against Remy. He is very exposed, actually on both sides. Pretty nice air force though for Remy, and he does have Tech 2 radar in the middle, which gives him a pretty good coverage. Should be able to see any drops at least from the top. Now here comes the spider. It will be spotted by this Tech 3, Tech 1 force, and these units are gonna have to run. 9 kills for the spider. Gonna be followed up by the Tech 3. Gotta see the response here from Pebble and Liverpool. All they got is a bunch of Tech 2. Restore is also coming in, so total air domination, Restorers, spiders. Oh, this is actually a nice air force here from Liverpool. He should be able to take back air. Meanwhile, the spider, 50 kills, 2 stars. Tech 3 coming in to sweep up the Tech 2 force. Tech 2 force disappear, nearly full health for the spider. And the 2 ACUs moving in, doing the right, this is the right choice. You gotta rush the spider, nearly full health. 2 ACUs basically at the mercy, not getting overcharged. And that was the long way, and why is he missing? That's amazing. 2 heroes ACUs, he did say he was Imba. Took out the spider, and that was a very strange thing that happened. The spider kept on missing, so a bit of luck. Targeting on the spider was messed up. Meanwhile, the Tech 3 airfight looks like still quite even. A whole bunch of ASF not participating. Tech 2 flag coming up for Remy, more shields, and a big ASF spam. Still that Tech 3 power and another spider, not too much build capacity on it. And actually, meanwhile, the bricks continue to roll through. Why didn't the bricks attack the ACUs together with the spider? I think Remy probably thought the game was over and didn't, because if the bricks were attacking the ACUs at the same time as the spider, this game would be over. The bricks, meanwhile, do some damage but leave really nice wrecks. So very good defense and luck from the left side team. This does put them in a very good position. Whole bunch of nice wrecks. They didn't really lose too much infrastructure. A couple of mask extractors, but not much. Didn't lose too many NGs. Still no Tech 3 power though. That's really the big difference between the left and the right side. Remy in a pretty good defensive position, scouting. Remy always scouting. That's one really good thing about what he's been doing. Multiple Tech 3 gunships. This is a very dangerous force. This is very dangerous, especially if suddenly Remy was about to lose the air battle. As he's going around the side, can do a lot of damage. We do see now Tech 2 flag coming out for Remy, anticipating those gunships. He did scout, so he knows. He's just going to have to spread those flak all over the place to cancel out the gunship threat. Meanwhile, an engineer needs to capture this. Still no upgrading on these Tech. Actually, no, now they're being upgraded. But not this one. Spider has been completed, so second spider for Remy. It's good. Remy hasn't put too much into eco. He's just been making spiders and ASF. Attack 3/4 from Pebble going through the top choke point. Remy more tech 2 flak. No guns whatsoever here, so this tech 3/4 could be dangerous. Although the spider now going to the top. At the bottom we see a bunch of bricks holding down the line. Although they are exposed against these gunships. More scouting from Remy. Tech 2 power spam from Liverpool. Actually giving these over to Pebble. Pebble now making a GC. And this spider is going to take care of these Harveys. No problem. So Remy with yet another shield. And Tech 2 flak. And it's finally captured these Tech 1 mask extractors. Now Engineer is going to reclaim. Just out of curiosity, Remy with the eco. 7,000 reclaim. The spider moving in. Plus 150. Plus 5,000 power. Pebble 27,000. Yeah, so a lot more reclaim, but only plus 84. He did take a lot of damage. A whole bunch of defensive structures, a whole bunch of shields. And now the spider has been spotted. It will be hit by gunships, and those gunships cause a lot of damage. Gunships plus a whole bunch of Harveys, and this spider just completely dominated by air, and this air fight is still quite even. Although, yeah, it's very even. A lot of Tech 1 here as well. Not very good micro in terms of ASF from either side, so they're not set in splurs, so we can forgive them. Although somebody like Pebble today would absolutely dominate this air fight. Well, not Pebble, but somebody like Uber. You can see Pebble just got himself a nice chunk of mass. He will gladly take it. So 2 spiders to feed this left side team and give him a chance from Remy. Those attacks have been defended very well. Another spider on its way from Remy. This ASF spam continues. Hasn't really been able to take ASF yet. Another scout from Remy. Tech 2 flak all over the middle. So if there's an air fight in the middle, it would be a big advantage for Remy with all that flak. Bricks still holding down the side. Nothing on top. Tech 2 mask extractors and Gowerly's old base. Don't see too much Tech 3. Yeah, still just Tech 2 mass. Looking at Liverpool, still Tech 2 a lot of flag. This is a ridiculous amount of flag. Not some place you want to fight. But we are seeing dead mask extractors that Liverpool still hasn't rebuilt. Although it's cruise missiles. Cruise missiles hitting engineers. It's very inexcusable. Although one excuse is that Liverpool has been dealing with spiders coming into his base and bricks. But not having TMD is just bad. We are seeing these cruise missiles taking shots from Remy. Taking out some mask extractors. Also hitting the factory. Taking out some engineers. But of course now the GC from Pebble is going to move out. Spider has been finished by Remy. And yet another air fight. And this is not a place where you want to fight. If you're Liverpool, you can see how quickly Liverpool loses all of his air. And however, this GC does have a whole bunch of flak with it. So restores might not be a good counter. And looks like the Spider is actually going to rush against the GC. I'm not sure if it was going to try to sneak in. It is stealthy, so it might be able to hit it. Nope, there's no surprise there, and I think this is a mistake from Remy. It's better to keep the Spider under some shields. And we're seeing that GC wins that easily, together with a whole bunch of Harveys. And that's going to move in. Looks like the ACU for Remy has retreated. A whole bunch of SF on the ground. Tech to point defenses are not going to be enough. That was a snipe attempt. And this middle base from Remy is going to be destroyed. Another ASF battle. That looks like scouting by ASF, but completely lost. Flying over all that flak. Another spider from Remy, an emergency spider. This is the 4th one. Will be finished in time. GC taking its time trying to destroy all this base. 10,000 health, but of course GC needs 50 kills to get the veterancy. doesn't get it. And Spider is going to come in, should be able to take care of this problem. So the quick Spider from Remy means Remy gets a nice chunk of mass for himself. So payback, actually this is another chunk of mass that one of these players should get. There's a Harvey here from Pebble finishing up the attack. I should probably retreat. So both sides exchanging nice experimental attacks, which are defended very well in both cases. Looks like a whole bunch of tech to point defense from Pebble. It looks like he's just gonna play defense and tech up. He does have tech 3 mass extractors, so superior. Well, yeah, a lot of tech 3 mass extractors. At least 5 here, which means he's got a much better eco than Remy. Although with such nice chunks of mass, those mass extractors will make themselves count for at least the next 5 minutes or so. Surprisingly, Liverpool still hasn't rebuilt his mass extractors. Getting more build capacity with the kennels. Might as well just make engineers, but perhaps this is 500 unit limit. Yes, so those kennels are very, very nice in a 500 unit limit game. Remy getting tech 3 perhaps. He does have double RAS, which means he's got a lot of power from his ACU. Some tech 1 interceptors coming in to scout. Pebble getting upgrades. Still just working on a line of tech to point defense and upgrading his mass extractors. Getting more build capacity to his air spam. So now Pebble and Liverpool are going to be spamming quite a bit of air. Actually, yeah, Liverpool did have a whole bunch of engineers spamming air, but he's trying to switch his eco to the kennel. That's his strategy. Meanwhile, Remy has started a nuke, is building that very quickly. Yeah, and that's not surprising. He is getting all the mass for the nuke. GC is more expensive than a nuke in terms of mass, and this nuke has been completed minute 35. No TMD or SMD from either Pebble or Liverpool. They need to scout. They need to find, and here comes a scout. They should be able to see the nuke. They just sent a few scouts across. They need to start making anti-nuke right now. They still are not making an anti-nuke. Now they've seen it. The nuke, yes, some shields. Spider, more tech 3 power. This will be a very nice target for some bombers. Remy putting shields around it. An anti-nuke has been started by Pebble and Liverpool. Let's see how quickly they can get that. They have plenty of eco to get that, but of course the missile on this one is already about a quarter of the way done. We do see a whole bunch of tech 3 moving down. They will be met by a bunch of bricks versus Harbies, but a lot more Harbies. This is like 3 versus 1, Harbies versus bricks, and I believe Harbies should take this one. And you can see focusing fire. Not much chance for the bricks. Good move there from Pebble. Of course, there are double spiders, and all the build capacity from Remy is going to the nuke. Meanwhile, we see restorers being made by Pebble. Perhaps he's thinking about hitting that nuke, but it'll be very difficult with the restorers with all that tech to flak. Harbies moving down on the bottom. And the anti-nuke has been completed. The missile still just being started. More than halfway done on the nuke. And here I'm actually, and here's the restorers. No chance for the restorers though with this. Really the only counter is to make a whole bunch of strat bombers by both players and hit this spot as hard as you can with those 3 shields. Restorers and gunships not the way to go. And here I'm actually going to look at this. The anti-nuke halfway done. The nuke about 3/4. It's a race from both players. The anti-nuke you can build it much quicker, but of course the nuke was started much longer before the anti-nuke. Actually, I think this nuke is being built a little quicker, a lot more build capacity. You can see for Remy, he's got a whole bunch of NGs, but it will be extremely close. And one mistake players sometimes make once they make the nuke, they scout, and then they lose a whole bunch of time. If you got a nuke, you got to launch it right away. And we see Remy does not make the mistake. he is going to launch the nuke. Of course, it also has to make its way across the map. It's a small map, and you can see how close it's going to be. Pebble, realizing that it's not going to be good, well, he tried running, and the anti-nuke nearly complete, and both Pebble and Liverpool are taken out. Really the difference of about 5-10 seconds in this 40-minute game between Gowerly and Remy. Remy pulls it out with a really nice nuke. Hopefully people enjoyed it.